How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
Nice to see you.
I got the app for you. Nice to see you guys too.
I've been trying to become a man since I was a child. Oh, won't you save me from myself? If you please, every mystery unpacks the histories of those that came before us. Loving you ain't easy, but it happens anyway. I don't even wanna stop at the end of the longest day.
I'm Chelsey Young.
And I'm Jay Buchanan. This next song is called Bare Feet in a Poncho.
Bare feet in a poncho, baby. Pair of feet acting nonchalantly. Bare feet in a poncho, maybe I could fall in love. As the days slowly bleed into one, I become undone, feeling numb, waking up in a daze after tossing and turning my nights away. A vision in my dreams, a mirage, so she seems.
As the days slowly drift far from me, distant memories float on the breeze. Am I weak or just playing a fool? 2 steps behind while still keeping my cool, unassuming, so I seem a vision in his dreams. As I'm walking, bare feet in a poncho, baby. Pair of feet acting nonchalantly. Bare feet in a poncho, maybe I could fall in love. Am I real or a muse in his mind, sculpted by design? 2 souls intertwined, passing silence of time, slowly dancing in synchronized pantomime, consumed by love supreme, adrift to end his dream. As I'm walking, bare feet in a poncho, baby. Pair of feet acting nonchalantly. Bare feet in a poncho, maybe bare feet in a poncho, baby. Pair of feet acting nonchalantly. Bare feet in a poncho, maybe I could fall in love.
Awesome.
Well, that was great. Thank you guys so much for coming in to play. That song's just like it's fun. Like,
Thank you.
that jazzy beat to it. I love it.
Thank you for having us.
I'm actually just gonna go right into that song first because I loved it.
Sure.
What's the story behind it? It's a fun song in general.
Well, Bare Feet in a Poncho, we were writing a lot of really sad things up until that point, with very sort of like heavy lyrics and very introspective, I'd say. And we felt like we needed to write something silly and not serious at all.
Just something a bit more fun.
A little more
Getting
upbeat.
super deep every time.
Yeah, not just like, crying all the time.
Yeah.
Plus, we were walking around bare feet in ponchos at the time, so it kind of wrote itself.
There you go. Where would you guys write it?
We were just walking around our neighborhood, basically.
Just generally.
Literally in
ponchos.
Island Lakes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good times.
I was like expecting a festival or something.
Nope,
We were like,
nope.
Man, we were just like feeling really artistic at Folk Fest, but no, just Island Lakes. I love it.
Island Lakes. It was summer.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. That kind of like jazzy style to it actually leads me into my second question.
Sure.
I was looking on, I think it was like Manitoba Music or something, and I saw that you guys were labeled kind of as like your genre was like jazzy folk and like jazz folk.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, like, that's not really a fusion that I've heard of too much before. I love it and it totally works.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious, is that something that you guys like you saw somewhere else, or is that something that you're just like, hey, let's put that together?
Well, we both are huge into jazz, huge into folk. I went to jazz school, and I met you when I was going to school, and we ended up just writing a lot of stuff in that vein. Local people like Aaron Prop and that kind of stuff. They actually do fuse jazz and folk. So I'm not to say that I stole what they were doing, but definitely influenced. And it's kind of a Canadian thing to incorporate folk into everything. So
That
Absolutely.
organically.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Cool.
a plan or
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
Are there like certain artists that you guys kind of just draw from in general for your music, or?
In general, White Horse.
Sure.
Well, no, it's true.
Yeah, a lot of the Canadian singer-songwriters, right? Like Dan Mangan and Andy Schauf is another one.
Andy Schauf is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Anybody else?
No.
Whomever.
Well, Brandy Carlisle, but
Absolutely. Nice. Cool. Well, yeah. Thanks for answering those questions. I have one more.
Sure.
And I know you guys just finished. I think you finished a show.
We just did
Yeah, you
a
guys
musical
doing-
production of It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. Awesome. Which I love. Just like that was like one of my childhood Christmas movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That and Bing Crosby.
There you go.
Bing,
Yeah.
White Christmas.
There you
So
go.
wonderful. But I'm curious because again, like musical theater, of course, has like that musical component. But do you guys find that like your music as like too hip and musical theater, like, does it intersect at all, or does it draw from each other, or?
Well, I'd say we're writers first, I think, a lot of the time. So we do all these different projects. We've written a musical together. We've been in Fringe. We've done operettas. We do all these different kind of things. And I think every time we do it, it opens us up a little bit, and our writing changes. And yeah.
I think you can take things from these sorts of different experiences, like being in operettas and like even being in musicals. Like if you just think of some of like the great musicals and like songs written by like George and Ira Gershwin and just like lyrics and like the meanings to some of those songs, I think that helps sort of like connect our songwriting too.
Yeah, totally.
Nice. So like just everything that you kind of draw from just kind of works
Yeah.
works together.
Yeah.
Nice. And I just like have one last question, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just curious because you because like being in musicals and that is much like it's a lot of acting. Also, do you guys like prefer being on stage acting and like singing and that, or do you like just kind of like the singer songwriter style?
I much prefer not acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think we're writers first. It's just kind
Yeah.
of,
And I'm like singer-songwriters more than, but not to say that we don't like acting.
Yeah.
And we don't spend as much time maybe like perfecting that craft.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but it's all fun.
Yeah. Nice. Did you guys act in Fringe, or did you do concerts?
We wrote a whole musical based around our lives, basically.
A little short
tiny
window
show.
of our lives.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
with lots of local musicians. It was a hoot, and we're writing another show as we speak. And
For Fringe, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When does Fringe come around this year?
it's either going to be this year or next year, depending on how anal retentive we are in the writing process. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll have to watch out for it. Cool.
Absolutely.
That'd be a blast. I'd love to see you guys in Fringe.
Oh, let's hope.
Fingers crossed.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all my questions. If you guys want to go on to the next song, feel free.
Perfect. Great. Thanks.
Awesome.
All right. This next one we're going to play is called Trying to Get Happy.
try and become a man since I was a child. Oh, won't you save me from myself? If you please, every mystery unpacks the histories of those that came before us. Loving you ain't easy, but it happens anyway. I don't even wanna stop at the end of the longest day. When all of my fastest things left me clinging on to every shitty memory. When I'm just about at the end of my rope, trying to get happy almost seems like a joke. How I wish I could see the world just like I did as a child, where the grass was always green. Can't you see as a cradle that rocks high above an abyss, we are but victims of the darkness. Loving you ain't easy, but it happens anyway. I don't even wanna stop at the end of the longest day. When all of my fastest days left me clinging on to every shitty memory. When I'm just about at the end of my rope, trying to get happy almost seems like a joke. Trying to get happy, 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 trying to get trying to get happy, 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 trying to get
Eighth time's a charm.
Eighth time's a charm.
Feel good about that?
Yeah.